Lahore. Now the ball drop is ready, and this is the highest yet. Down it comes. Oh, well taken. Beautifully taken. Just a couple of steps forward into the hands. Gives it out. Claims the catch. And that gets us off to a great start. The umpires today in the middle are Shahzad Raza and Rashid Riaz. Third umpire will be Ahsan Raza. And so Peshawar Zalmi have to bat first, having lost the toss. Perfect conditions. It's a hot day. It's a very, very good pitch. And they, of course, start the day as the top of the table team. Imad Wasim, of course, he is thinking and hoping that the record will stay intact. The side bowling first wins the game. But one day that will change. Tom Cadmore is into the opening spot today. Been in good form, been in the runs, and looks a very fine player, I have to say. Equally so, his opening partner, Kamran Akmal, again looks in good touch. Now this man the other night did his best to try and get his team across the line to victory. It was a contest between Mohammad Amir and Shaheen Shah Afridi, which I have to say, Shaheen Shah Afridi just won on the day, but there was some electrifying fast bowling going on from the left-armers. So maybe he can repeat some of that again today and get his team off to a good start. Opening up at the pavilion end. So Danny Morrison, Ramiz Raja are alongside on this glorious day in Karachi. 31 degrees as we speak. And before we get into the game and get into the commentary and get stuck into this day, time for that Gillette countdown. Let's play. Ooh, good start, I'm here.
Afternoon, gents. Yeah, I was out there for the coin toss and the pitch as well. It's been busy and it's been hot. Now, the graphic said 31C. I reckon it's in the mid-30s. It is very warm here today, Rambo.
Yeah, that's 31, probably in the shade. And you weren't wearing your hat as well, Danny.
Yeah, but Danny has an inbuilt thermometer.
Helmet.
Full and swinging gently, but it's the first runs of the day. Sweetly struck through extra cover for the first boundary.
Desperate to find some form, and it's an excellent beginning by Kamran Akmal. He's been a prolific scorer for Zalmi. Everything nice about that drive. Didn't try to overhit it. Wondering whether they'll employ a left-arm spinner against him, because his track record against left-arm spin with the new ball is not great.
I asked him out at the toss, come on son, surely you're going to bowl a bit more today.
Ooh, the edge, thick outside edge. Again, the full delivery. Mohammad Amir seeing if there's anything in terms of swing today. So far, not very much.
Yeah, had a quick little hello to Mohammad Amir before the toss. And I did say, yeah, liking the way you're getting in. Your rhythm's obviously good. You're feeling confident about things. He said, yeah, loving it. And it's a pleasure to be playing in this home tournament, revving it up.
Oh, the edge flies wide of the slip. Well wide of slip, well wide of third man. It's a full shot, but it's the second boundary of the over and of the day.
A lot of fours flew off the outside edge last time he was operating the, was it the 19th over in the last game, Mohammad Amir. This was thickish, away from the fielder in the deep, away from the fielder in the slips. It's a fast outfield, lightning fast in fact.
Well, an argument there, because of his angles, and he isn't such red hot form, Amir, have two slips in, back yourself.
Well, that would be a brave move, but it's an attacking move and makes the batsman just kind of think about it. The other thing you could also do, actually, given that same theory, is just keep third man a little finer. And the likelihood, because it only has to be 5 yards to his left, the way this ball is travelling across the outfield, that probably it's still 4. But you can cover the finer shots probably early on, and then as the game develops, you can move third man a bit wider. Eight without loss. Well, early signs for Mohammad Amir there that the ball is swinging just a tiny bit. Nothing much in the air for him. He's given it air, he's given it length. Just a reminder, there have been changes today. Abbas Afridi comes in for Karachi Kings, another pace bowler, another emerging player, young man. Or Peshawar Zalmi also, sorry, 3 changes. Ravi Bapara back in, Ahmad Bat back in, Mohammad Irfan back in, Wahab Riaz, the captain, has a back niggle. Imam Ul Haq has been rested, as has Mujib Rahman. So changes today, as I said, changes. 3 for Zalmi, 1 for Karachi Kings, but both teams have a strong hand in pace bowling and good top orders, makes it a potentially very good contest. Mohammad Ilyas bowling the second over, full and straight.
Just a thought, maybe a debating point. Since a lot of teams have won after winning the toss, electing to bowl, and massive totals have been chased down, how about strengthening your bowling? So play with a specialist bowler. I think that thought has got to be discussed, because I think on a flat surface you need to have a specialist bowler up your sleeve rather than having the makeshift arrangement, especially in the last 5 overs of the innings. I think that could be the go-to model for teams come Lahore part of the tournament.
100%. I'm with you, Rambo, and you and I were discussing this prior to the start of this 13th match, is that therein lies that where you say sides have fought back, haven't they? And they've often won the contest because the last 5 overs, we saw that with Lahore, they won that contest and they got back in the game because they halted proceedings of the side batting first in those death overs.
You're right, they had quality in reserve right at the end. Shaheen Shah Afridi especially had a brilliant night. And what was it, 24 or something off the last few overs there, 24 off the last 4, something like that. Took the wind out of the sails. And ruined the chances of a side batting first, maybe winning a game for the first time in PSL 6. Lovely, lovely flowing drive. First bright-o, colourful drive of the day.
The timing was flawless. A little bit of width and just went through with the shot. I think that is how he has got to operate, not be circumspect. Back yourself, it's a true pitch. That's a quality shot.
Brilliant. Yeah, and to keep going with your point, Rambo, again, sides love at auctions really good quality swing bowling all round. If you can get them and they can bowl anywhere, start at the death and be specialists with ball in hand, hence those guys, really good all-rounders that cover 2 bases.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Andrew Harris, happy birthday. Come on, get back to work. Oh, it's a birthday cake. It's the best you can do for a birthday cake. Look at that.
It's a donut. Yes, it is. Peak Friends, you little ripper.
And a mufta.
That's flicked away. That'll go straight down to the boundary for 4. No one really needs to try and cut that off. Just offline, and he pays the usual penalty.
I think probably is forced to be offline with that crushing square drive through the offside, overcompensating on the pads. Easy shot with fine leg up in the ring. Easy shot for Kamran Akmal to execute. He's off to a great start here. He's got to cash in now.
Yeah, it's been seen before, that readjustment, sometimes over readjustment like that. I mean, there has to be an argument. This is a batsman talking. There has to be an argument. Start of an innings like this, as a bowler, don't get over ambitious. In effect, just try and repeat, and unless someone really is doing something extraordinary at the other end, don't give them the opportunities for that flowing drive or the tuck off the hips. Just keep it simple. Something like that. Something exactly like that. So all you can do, dob it for 1, which is fine. That's acceptable. But those boundaries off the hips, those drives, you don't want them. 18 without loss after 2. Kamran Akmal dominating proceedings so far today, 17 to Tom Cadmore's 1. Kamran, of course, has had the bulk of the strike, 95% of the strike, give or take. Quick bowling change.
Abbas Afridi, nephew of great Umar Gul.
First ball has a little bounce in it, new ball bounce. It's guided away for 1.
It's been kind of a surreal experience for this emerging player. And proved to point. Stage is set for him to showcase his skills, his talent.
Well, he's replacing Waqas Mahsood. So different angle. Left armour goes, right armour comes in. Young man with a chance to prove how good he can be, maybe. Ooh, close. Maybe just angling down the leg side. It's a look of optimism, tinged with a touch of realism.
Yeah, welcome to the big time. If you like it enough, convince the captain to come upstairs, but I don't think so. Yeah, this will be a challenge, you're right, Rambo, in terms of emerging players getting an opportunity. You mentioned there's history here with Umar Gul playing in this, and this looks to be, yeah, definitely missing. But yeah, you're going to have to be careful here. You get into that sort of area of Tom Cadmore, look out.
Whoa. A feeling there that TKC was anticipating that same sort of angle, same sort of line, and set himself. Didn't hit it particularly well.
Nice and full, Abbas, and angled it across towards the leg side. And good thing about that appeal, even though he was passionate, he withdrew straight away, asking or telling the keeper that the ball would have gone on to miss the stump. So reining in his emotions and passion is good.
Nice try, well bowled.
Can't go wrong with that length, the Yorker length, and it's difficult to control, as you'd know, Danny. New ball, Yorker, can be difficult.
Yeah, I spoke to a lot of guys actually all around the globe in different franchise T20 cricket, but it is such a go-to delivery, even with the new ball. Talk about it used a lot in the death overs, and it is a lot easier to perform or execute with an older ball, but it's such a good one. early doors.
Oh dear. Short and wide and straight at the man.
Oh, no, Bubba, is it? There it is, and really for a young guy, for a bust to get off the mark and style with a wicket early would have been huge, not to mention for the team cause.
He was in to stop a run, but normally you place your best fielder at that point area.
Well, it's catchable, isn't it? It's definitely catchable, just a fraction late. Whoa, that's the first of the day. First HBL 6 goes soaring over long on. 27 without loss.
Well, after this, the bowler needs TLC, not TKC.
Oh, it's a killer, isn't it, for bowlers? You see a catch dropped, your moment of possible elation gets squashed. Next ball disappears out the ground. It's a batsman's game. Well, Tom Curley Cadmore's shown some great form in this competition so far, and this is just right out of the meat of the bat. Look at that. A little bit low by an inch or two, but got hold of it supremely well.
Where are we, DG?
Why, have you lost your memory? What's going on?
No, we're in Fat City. Oh, it went miles. It went 90 odd metres.
Wondering why he just couldn't produce another Yorker. Last ball of the over. Abbas Afridi will have to learn the value of bowling a good last ball. The first ball and the last ball of your over, so critical to the cause.
Absolutely spot on. You want to start well, finish well, particularly in this format.
Mohammed Amir has changed ends. Never too early for a cup of Tapal tea. Available throughout this tournament.
Just on that, again, just stating the obvious, and it doesn't matter, I suppose, what form of the game it is. Test cricket, 50 overs, T20, T10, whatever. You want to start well as a bowler at the start of an over, so you're not up against it and pressure, and then finish well.
Slow, loopy bouncer.
Shows Braza umpiring today. His partner is Rashid Riaz, who's played 50 first-class matches, and that was a cracker catch before the start. The HBL ball drop. Taken by Rashid Riaz quite easily. Mohammad Amir is extremely smart, so you'll probably see a lot of slow balls from him. He assessed the pitch quite quickly.
That's a good stop. Nice shot, but it didn't quite have the pace to get through that gap, but it's a good diving stop.
Little things that you want to feed off Mohammad Amir's bowling. 22 yards, what links, what lines to bowl, change of angle, slow balls, it's a rough pitch. And he's seen the seam up has gone through at pace through the field. It was aerial clean fielding, clearly, yes.
Just the one.
I think Karachi Kings have fallen into that damage control mode very early in the piece, because batsmen had are going at a good rapid pace. 30-run partnership of 23. Setting up the show with a good strike rate.
Thinking of that quick single. Deciding against it, almost going again with the misfield. 30 without loss after 4.
Oh, with on offer. Could be out. What a great catch. Running, just took it nonchalantly. Abbas Afridi on debut. He gets his first one here, and it's a big scalp, gentleman.
Well, that'll inspire this Karachi Kings team in the field, because Mohamed Ilyas has taken a stunning catch here. He had to make distance and gather himself, get balance. He's in very good Jubilee safe hands, and very special out there on the boundary. Kamran Akmal walks back with 21. It's 30 for 1.
Here's the captain of the day. No Wahab Riaz, so it's Shoaib Malik in at first drop. So he's up the order because there's no Imam ul Haq as well, so he's been left out. Here's Mr. Experienced. Been around a long time, Shoaib Malik. Looking forward to how he can go. Didn't win the toss, so can a side, the first time in season 6, posting a total defender, given that's a day game. Let's see.
Yeah, unfortunate Wahab Riaz, who's been carrying a little back injury, and it came right in the last game with 4 for 17, but he's had to sit this one out.
Oh, a bowl. Good loopy, slow Yorker. Lovely change-up of deception. Amir, afternoon.
Good afternoon, Denny, Alan. Good afternoon to all. That was a splendid catch. Kamran Akmal likes to stay on the leg stump. Every time a bowler bowls wide of the off stump, he has to reach for it. It becomes very difficult for him to present full face of the bat. Just try to reach for it, opening the face, and a good catch. Done the trick for Karachi Kings.
Yeah, it's no one understate that catch. It's a hell of a catch running around to keep your balance, and it's a very bright day with a hard new ball. And to just take it so comfortably, as if he's sort of just, well, having a cup of tea and sitting back.
It's all about anticipation, isn't it? If you're anticipating as a fielder, everything is coming to you, becomes easy.
Skipper underway. Only the third time, I've been told, that Shoaib Malik batting at number 3 in the HBL PSL history. So he's skippering today. This is it. This is a beauty, Alan Wilkins.
Yes, because he's got to judge the pace of that, the height of it. There's so many considerations into actually pulling off the catch itself. And his arms, his hands were way above his eye line, and that was the key, that he was always looking at the ball. Oh dear, that's a very big misfire, isn't it? It slipped out of the hand, I think.
To get that radar right quickly. Challenging times inside the power play, this young man, in terms of bowling today, getting an opportunity. He's trying the back of the hand, so fair play to him. It's very difficult to execute.
Danny, I've got to ask you, have you ever tried to bowl that in your career? Ever? Even in the nets?
No, it's mainly off cutters or a little bit of a leg cut. The back of the hand. Oh, hello, that's a deception for Joe Clark. That hurried on. So from going from a slow on that was a wide, this is hurried through and bounced.
You've got a nice section, good rhythm. Really bends his back. He's getting the ball to zip through. There is no doubt about it. That comes from a cricketing family, doesn't he? Nephew of Umar Gul. Excellent server of Pakistan's cricket. In the air and taken. 2 wickets in 1 over for Afridi. What a start.
And 2 super catches here from the Kings. Shajil on this occasion. Another big scalp. Both openers gone. Yeah, a lot quicker delivery. J-Dot, fast delivery.
That's at 144 kilometres an hour. The extra pace and a good catch, tumbling catch by Shajil. And Abbas Afridi celebrates. It's a good wicket to get. Tom Kohler-Cadmore, 10, 33 for 2, Zalmi.
Two down on the power play, so it's going nicely for the Kings here. Both openers have disappeared early.
Now this fellow is just setting a pace. Look at that, strike rate is 167. It's only his 15th match. He clobbers pace, but he murders spin. He really does. Hasn't been out to a spinner yet in the PSL. And he goes after everything. I wonder if he will now with them 2 down at 33 on the ball.
There's a bumper. Is it too high? Might be a little too high. Might have to reload this one.
Kohler-Cadmore looking to force the pace here, and Shajil takes the catch. He anticipates well here. And he's gone off the field now, not Kohler-Cadmore as well, but Shajil. And I think he might have just cut, yeah, he's cut his finger there. Look at that, he's just cut his right index finger.
Nice stroke for no run. So yeah, a couple of wickets, a couple of wides, and a 4. It's 34 for 2.
Well, it's not all about brawn, brains as well. When it comes to Abbas Afridi, he's been impressive. He was hit for a 6 in the previous over. Realized that Kohler requires some room to free his arms. Cramped him by bowling wicket to wicket, and he's been rewarded for his thinking. Good to see.
So we've still got one more over in the power play. They've lost 2. Do not want to lose 3 with the Zalmi. See what they can post here. Match 13, given that they were put in by Ahmad Wasim. Elias with another one. Oh, given there is the 3rd. Is he going to review this? Malik, it's the skipper. Yeah, here we go. Come upstairs.
Third umpire to director. We have a review for LBW. Original decision is out. Front foot, please. Fair delivery. Front on screen vision, please. Appears to be no bat involved. Can confirm with outrage, please. Keep rolling, flat line, roll through to the pads, please. Satisfied, no bat involved, go for ball tracking, please. Original decision out. Pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets, umpire's call. Can you go back on field, please? Shows up, stay with your original decision. You're on screen now.
Yeah, it has gone the way of the bowler, and rightly so. It is the end of the skipper for today. Shoaib Malik, just a single, and it is 3 down now inside the power play for 34. Here's Ravi B, Mr. Bopara out of Essex in England, with a heck of a lot of experience. They need that here right now to the Zalmi at 34 for 3 inside the power play. And he's spot on here, Mohammad Ilyas. Good stuff.
Ravi Bopara was formerly a Karachi King, so he's playing against a few of his teammates. But this is quite intriguing because the keeper, Joe Clark, went up with a big appeal, but the bowler did not appeal at all. But anyway, that's why you have a keeper who's very enthusiastic.
Nevertheless, Karachi Kings are back in this game. And when you talk about Peshawar Zalmi, once again they are showing inability batting first. Losing 3 quick wickets, never easy for a side to make a comeback. But these 2 batsmen are able, they can handle the pressure.
Yeah, and losing their skipper Shoaib Malik, with of course Wahab Riaz out of this game injured today. Shoaib Malik is 3rd on the all-time list of T20 run getters, behind Chris Gale and Kieron Pollard. Just have a look at this. This was, we know that Joe Clark went up. Watch the bowler. The bowler doesn't, he has a little appeal. Oh, that's not a bad appeal, actually. in fact, I might just, I'll just take back what I just said.
Let's go to Specsavers. Thank you, with Ellen. Specs, thank you.
Okay, let me just,
Lord Gower.
let me just put those back on, those glasses.
What I'm saying. What I'm saying. Yeah, that's what they are. He's got those sunglasses now, his Uncle Alan. Good stuff, Wilco. Oh, laced this one. This has been laced back at a point. In a hurry. Bopara underway.
That's unlike Ravi Bopara. He likes to spend a bit of time at the crease before he takes on the bowlers. Or maybe the pressure situation, he wants to release pressure here, use his feet, and got a good result. He's off the mark.
Yeah, that's what he does, Ravi Bopara. All that experience and can size up the situation. Such a good surface, use the feet. G'day, Waz, good to see you. A wicket in the first ball, and just that boundary here, so it's not a bad over. And he finished well. There is protection. Is that Ingram out there, is it? Ends the over. We had the power play done and dusted at 39 for 3. Three wickets in the power play. Very good catch there from Elias. And then Tom Collar-Cadmore, caught by Shajil. Nice piece of work as well. And then the LBW, Mohamed Elias again. Big appeal, good appeal. Big appeal. Power play been done, so this next little phase here. So Abbas Afridi, who's got 2 wickets on debut.
The nephew of Umar Gul, and he also wore 55 on his back, Umar Gul.
And who else?
With great distinction. Karen Pollard wears 55 as well.
Good man. He's honing in there. Now, I've been excited with this young man. He set up Tom Collar-Cadmore rather nicely. We've got Hawkeye busy downstairs with this package. So as you can see, he just naturally angles in. And then there was that one where he did get hold of him. Tried the slower Yorker change up. That went a little haywire with the back of the hand. Then that bit of zip and bounce. And then Collar-Cadmore thought he could whip it away on the onside with that angle that comes back in from outside off. But that was the paciest delivery he faced from Abbas. Thank you, Hawk.
Now, what impresses me the most about this youngster, Abbas Afridi, we have seen some variations. Apart from that slow delivery, he's been on the money. Thinking and execution brilliant. And he can work some pace.
But that's good, isn't it? Look at the range, 107 the slowest, 144 the quickest. That's good control to mix it up like that.
Yeah, that's the excitement when you've got someone in your family who's a specialist. He's got Umar Gul as an uncle. That's, well, speaks volumes for his development. Uncle Van, different story.
But Danny, go on.
Kande se boj hata de. Go on, try
yes,
it, Alan.
It's the move, it's the move. Brush it off, get it off your shoulders. That's it. Danny, oh no, you can't, because you've got nothing there to brush off. So...
Nothing changes out.
But I think it's great to have someone like Umar Gul, who's obviously he's with Quetta now as their bowling coach, but you know, if you can run in and do half of what he did in the Pakistan shirt, you're halfway towards your goal, aren't you? He played T20Is for Pakistan, Umar Gul, with 85 wickets, and his economy was a fraction over 7. Umar Gul, and I thought he was great to watch because he had a whole Pandora's box of tricks and different grips. Danny, don't you remember? And he had a searing Yorker.
Yeah, very good Yorker, and a very deceptively quick bouncer because he had such a good high action. And so, yeah, no surprises that the conveyor belt continues.
Yeah, he was quite efficient with the new ball, and then with the older ball, he was steady, nicely hit, only for a single.
Got that Parkview City question for you. Who was the captain of the team that won the HBL PSL in 2019? So just a couple of years ago, Go to the Facebook page, of course, and daily tablets, and there's a big plot of land at the end to win. So check that out. Who won the 2019 final? Oh, might have to reload this one. Going to be a freebie. He's again probably trying that back of the hand delivery. Is the changer.
It's the second time he's tried this slow one. Didn't come out right. The first one was a no ball, and this was high full toss and a free hit.
Well, I don't know how they do bowl it anyway. I'm not sure who's the best. Sohail Khan bowls this, and he bowls it very well. He used to be with Karachi Kings, but it's a tough one to bowl. That man there, he never bowled it because he didn't need it, because he had so many other varieties. He was extremely rapid, swung it either way, had a devastating Yorker, and he just had bags of stamina. He could do anything. He was the magician, wasn't he?
You had no need for slow balls from Wales. You tended to break your nose or your toes. Oh, lovely zip to finish. Not costly. No ball. So we've had 7 and it's 43 for 3. Top order's been blown away here by the Kings, so Zalmi got a repair job to do here with the powerful Haider Ali and Ravi Bopara. So experience and youth, but here's the skipper of the Kings. Asked him at the toss, we're going to see a bit more of him in a day game, getting through his quota of 4. He assured me, yeah, he's very keen to get amongst it with the ball.
Yeah, Karachi Kings in a very comfortable position right now, and the captain decides to bowl. Good thinking.
Well, they've got lots of options. They've got many options at the captain's disposal here.
And you got Mohammad Nabi as well, of course. That's gone for 4 for Ahmad Wasim, but he has got a lot of bowling options, has Ahmad, hence why perhaps he's not bowled as much this season. But yeah, fraction short, gets the treat.
Hit return for the spinner already. The length was suitable for the batsman to employ that stroke. No chance for the fieldsman. At backward point, stop that one. That ball was travelling.
Well, when he came in, and he comes in with an enhancing reputation, because he has really launched into opposition bowlers. Look at that strike rate against spin. Hasn't been dismissed by a spinner. Mind you, there haven't been that many wickets to spinners in this tournament so far. But he, that's last season, including last season's figures as well. So he dines out on spinners. He gorges them. And pace, his strike rate is 160. 183 against spin.
Now the dancing shoes on here from Ravi Bopara, and it has gone all the way for an HBL PSL maximum.
Well, Ravi Bopara means business. He's batting with a positive attitude, brings the 50 on the board. These two batsmen have decided they are not going to let Ahmad Wasim settle into a nice line of length. They are attacking him from the word go.
A wonderful replay there. A great exhibition of precision with the footwork, getting down there. Bopara, 14 from a dozen. fast hands through the ball, and this will race away for 4 more. Good over. 16 from it. It's 59 for 3 here.
Once you use your feet against the spinner, force him away from his dangerous line of length, threatening line of length, then you wait for these. Wait for the bowler to overcompensate for line of length. And Ravi Bopara cashed in. Good over for Karachi, for Peshawar Zalmi, the previous one.
Yeah, there are 2 ways of playing the situation here. Either you force your way through by hitting 4s and 6s, or otherwise just wait for the bad balls, look for partnership. I think Ravi Bopara has gone the other way. He's striking the ball at 138. It's down the leg side. Missed the target, and you've got to give him leeway. Arshad is young and exciting, and is speedy as well.
He's been impressive throughout this HBL PSL. Has been landing the ball in the right areas consistently, and has picked up wickets, important ones for his side, Karachi Kings.
Quite a few teams have made mistakes. They've been 3 down, or they've got the opposition 3 down for 30, 40, and then they've just released the pressure, waiting for things to happen. Ahmed, and I think it's a situation where they can force the issue, look for more wickets, because we know in T20 wickets do not matter as much as in, say, ODI cricket.
Well, that's the key in T20 format. You have to forget about how many wickets you have lost. It's only 20 overs. You have to give momentum to the innings. You have to think about what your job is at the moment. And these 2 batters are batting with the right approach. You know, you go back, I'll give you an example of what you said. When Islamabad United lost 4 wickets when they were chasing a huge total against Karachi, Alex Hales kept on not playing his strokes, and then Iftikhar Ahmed and Hussain Talak featured in a good partnership that allowed them to go on win the game. Think positive is the key.
You're always looking for that rhythm. You know, a couple of good overs, you can be back in the game. Just want Heather Ali to make a comeback in the slot position, in the batting position, from being an opener to being sort of sent down to 3. Now he's pushed back as a slot striker. I think he's a better batsman than that. All he has to do is to work his way through to read situations better and try to cement that number 3 spot, which is just about ideal for him.
It's difficult, isn't it? If your batting order keeps on changing, you went through this in your career, from a middle order batsman to number 3, and from number 3 to open innings for Pakistan, and then come in middle order.
The other thing that he needs to improve is his hitting down the ground. He seems to break his wrist, looks for that mid-wicket hoik, which, like a low middle order batsman or any low middle order batsman can play. And he's, again, I stress the point, he's a better batsman than that, to just break his wrist and look for that slog over mid-wicket.
You know, it seems to me at times he's stubborn. He just wants to deal in 6s and boundaries. There is a thing called singles and doubles. It's very important to become a good batsman.
Delightfully hit for a single down the ground. Comes back for 2. This is excellent running from Heather Ali. Three. Is he going to go for it? Tight. Dive is in. Question is being asked to the 3rd umpire upstairs.
Review for run out. Your best side on angle, please. Keep rolling, bat inside the ground. I'm satisfied. My decision is not out. Repeat, not out. Big screen, thank you.
Not out is splash in the big screen. He was in. Good game awareness. He was off immediately after that misfield. Haider Ali.
Well, he was off eventually because he'd overrun at the other end. So he actually had not just the usual 20-22 yards to run, but 3 or 4 extra yards as well, hence the sudden panic at the end.
Nice and tight on that off stump. 63, 66 for 3.
Yeah, nice shot, straight down the ground, just timed, pushed firmly through, and there's that a bit of an overrun at the end. So yeah, he's actually gone 6 or 7 yards past, and then it's, have I got time? Yeah, come on, come on, come on.
It's a nice area where National Stadium Karachi is located, a locality called KDA, premier location. Another clear day here in Karachi, a little warm, but the evenings turn extremely pleasant because of the sea breeze. Well, that's gone up in the air, top edge, may fall safe, it does.
Yeah, that big leading edge took it high, but without the distance. There, leading edge goes up. Actually lands on one of the practice pitches on the edge of the square, which gives it that extra high bounce.
Just 1 over for Imad Hussain. Seems like he's a reluctant bowler in this HBL PSL edition 6.
Just trying to find the reason why he's underbowled himself. I think he's at his best when he's bowling with the new ball, and he's probably looking for other options with the new ball, but he's at his best, and I think he's effective enough really to give himself an over or 2 with the new ball. In 5 games he's only bowled 13 overs. That's a kind of a first for me, a bowling captain under-bowling himself.
Modest. Can't tell, can he, whether there's just a little lack of confidence, whether he just genuinely feels there hasn't been the right situations for it, or a bit of both.
That's shoveled up in the air and taken in the deep. A soft dismissal. Unfortunately for Haider Ali, not reading where the fielders were placed, just a hoik anyway on the leg side. Pays the price.
Well, of the 2 sideways boundaries, this is the slightly longer one. Having said that, if you get hold of it, it's just a little bit of pace taken off the ball, so it comes off the bottom of the bat. But if you get it in the middle, then you have a chance it might end up clearing the ropes. But any sort of miscue, and then the fielder is definitely in play. So a miscue brings the end of Haider Ali for 9. Not a great day for him, and Peshawar Zalmi under pressure at 69 for 4.
He's a powerful player, extremely watchable, Sherfin Rutherford.
Well, he finished off the game the other night, so that's such a different set of circumstances. We've got a few overs, a few balls, it's all or nothing, and you use that power, use that talent. He's got over half the innings here, so he's got time to get settled. Whether he's used to doing that, who knows, but he's got time to get settled. He needs, I mean, his team, Zalmi, need him to make a proper score. Just look at the hand here for a moment. It's a little flick of the fingers across the top of the ball, and the shot is just that fraction early. That's why there's no power in it, that's why there's no distance, or not enough distance.
He's a better batsman than this. Difficult situation for Peshawar Zalmi. He needed to eke out more. Wrong shot selection. Leaves these two batsmen to deal with the harrowing situation. It's 69 for 4.
Well, that's the thing. Hyder Ali has the talent, we know that. And if he'd been prepared to spend another 5 overs, say, just playing relatively properly, take every opportunity, yes, but just playing cricket shots, then he could have unleashed towards the end, where he would have been very, very dangerous. But now you've got Babara, who's settled in 24 of 17. Rutherford, who's in, shall we say, earlier than he might be normally. Very dangerous with 2 or 3 overs to go. He can really unleash them, but he's got to play a proper innings now.
He needs to spend some time with you, David.
So I'm looking at the progress of this innings, guys, and so they're going at what, less than 7 and over, and have lost 4 wickets. So from both counts, they're suffering. It would have been fine if they'd been going at around 9 and over, and in the process lost 4 wickets. But this is neither here nor there.
Yeah, and that's after, what, first 3 overs or so, looked to be going well. At that stage, it looked like a really brilliant pitch. Didn't seem to be much happening with the ball. And you thought, yes, we maybe or should have a big total in the offing, but the wickets, as ever, have taken the pace out of the innings. And some of them have been careless too.
Yeah, it accentuates the old cliche, keep the wickets in hand.
Beautifully done. What an angle that he has created. It's such a difficult angle to create wide of mid-on, and did it so wonderfully well.
This is a beautiful shot. Very straight bat, just a little bit of draw through the gap of the fielders, and actually through the gap in the boundary, through the gap in the boundary fence, ends up where some of those HBL sixes end up, way back in the stand. Clever. Very smart, very oppo.
He's trying to stay away from his offside play, trying to cramp him on middle and leg stump line, but what a response. Glorious on drive.
Yeah, if you're a purist, this kind of stuff makes you levitate, doesn't it, David?
I mean, I don't know what it does to you. But actually, you're right. This is a proper cricket shot in a T20 match with the placement perfect, technique excellent. Bit of hurry, but that's well run. Man is a little deep at mid-off.
Just want to stress the point again regarding Heather Ali and him breaking his wrist and trying to hit the ball over mid-wicket. This was an earlier example of him trying to clear the front leg and wanting to hit it away anywhere on the leg side without any proper plan, without looking at the ball, and this was his dismissal. Similar ball, similar length, slower in pace, and look at the way he played it. So he's got to just improve on his straight hitting rather than going square. That's gone up in the air. Safe. Probably a 6. 6 it is.
The HBL 6-count mounts to 155. Didn't end up where it was intended to end up. So maybe a little rushed for pace there. But 6 is 6 in any language.
He's a good player. He's a touch player. Times the ball beautifully. 11 done, 83 for 4.
I guess you could say if he's a touch player, it's a pretty heavy touch sometimes. Yeah, a lot of things work very well for him. When he's finishing off an innings, that power, inbuilt power, serves him well. And that bat speed, even the one that was miscued, went third man rather than deep square leg. There's bat speed there, which kind of gets you out of trouble, even if you don't quite get it in the middle of the bat. So he has to stay. He really does have to stay here. Bopara knows what he's doing too. He's been around all over the world for years now, playing these sorts of innings. But these two need to stay together.
Spend a day out for the kids. 83 for the loss of 4. Little one at the front is frozen. Right then, Dale Christian. 1 for 3 of his... Daniel Christian, sorry. 1 for 3 of his 6 balls. That's gone up in the air and lovely piece of timing. One bounce over the rope. Mid-off was up. In white was accepted. Gone for it. Got a 4.
Effective and stylish, actually. Yeah, in this form of the game, you're always looking to see where the gaps are, and a gap counts as over as much as through. So clearing the men in the infield there with style, all good.
Running hard, 1, only be 1. There's a lot of value to be had if you've got a left-hander in the middle of the innings. It just upsets the rhythm of the bowling side, because you've got to adjust your line, and he's a different kind of a player. Rutherford, he's a go-getter. He'll hit you hard, and then you've got to angle the ball differently.
Especially with the fact when you have true pitches like here at National Stadium, Karachi, where margin of error is minimal for the bowlers. And we have seen so often in this HBL PSL Edition 6, left hand and right hand combination working well for the sides.
T20 largely these days is about fielding batting pairs from top order to the middle right till the end. So you've got to have players that can hit the ball hard in the last 5, have a batting pair that can take the game away from you, in the middle. You need maybe a couple of steady hands at the top. First 6 overs mean a lot. So you've got to have hitters at the top, hitters at the back end, but it's about getting the pairing right.
And it's all about complementing each other.
Ravi Bopara has played a classical cut shot. He is such an attractive player to watch.
It wasn't a slow delivery. And Daniel Christian, he relies on those slow deliveries. This time around, that was a pacey delivery. But landed outside the off stump. Enough room for Ravi Bopara to cash on the neck. Beautiful stroke. An excellent batter.
A beautiful roll of the wrist, playing a proper cut shot.
The best thing about that stroke was his weight was moving forward. Hence, plenty of power behind that score. That was the score prediction. With this rate, he can only get to 155, and I'm afraid that might not be good enough. It's 93 for 4.
Well, Talha Talib is here with me, weightlifting champion and national champion रह चुके हैं 4 consecutive साल. Talha, thank you so much for joining us. हमारे हीरोज़ में आप फीचर कर रहे हैं. ये बताएं, weightlifting बहुत ही कोई आसान स्पोर्ट नहीं है, आसान काम नहीं है. सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ क्या है? मतलब मसल मास है या फिर स्ट्रेंथ है, क्या कहेंगे?
सबसे पहले तो मैं अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ जिसने मुझे आज इस मुकाम पे खड़ा किया. वेटलिफ्टिंग में 3-4 चीज़ें बहुत अहमियत रखती हैं. आपकी फर्स्ट डाइट, जो कि आप प्रोटीन डाइट, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स लेते हैं. उसके बाद आपका रेस्ट और आपकी ट्रेनिंग में आपकी टेक्निक और स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग होती हैं.
अच्छा, ये बताएं, डाइट का भी आपने कहा, थोड़ा डाइट को भी वॉच करना पड़ता है. तो क्या आपकी क्या नॉर्मल रूटीन क्या होती है खाने पीने के हवाले से? किस तरह से ख्याल रखते हैं?
ब्रेकफास्ट में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 5-6 अंडे आप रोज़ाना खा सकते हैं. उसके साथ बादाम और खजूर वगैरह. लंच में आप बीफ, चिकन, मटन, फ़िश और रात के वक्त बिल्कुल आप लाइट खाना लेते हैं.
ये बताएं, अभी तक कभी आपकी ऑब्वियसली कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में जो है काफ़ी अचीवमेंट्स भी रही हैं, तो पर्सनली आपके लिए सबसे जो अच्छा माइलस्टोन कौन सा रहा है आपके लिए?
मैंने कॉमनवेल्थ गेम 2018 में अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ब्रॉन्ज मेडल विन किया था और उसमें नया 18 साल पुराना रिकॉर्ड तोड़ के नया कायम किया था. मुझे उसकी बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी है और उम्मीद है कि मैं ऐसे ही इंशाल्लाह पाकिस्तान का नाम रोशन करता रहूँगा.
कोई फैमिली हिस्ट्री है आपकी वेट लिफ्टिंग की? जनरली मतलब ये शौक़ कैसे आपको पैदा हुआ?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मेरे वालिद साहब साबका पावर लिफ्टर रहे हैं, एशियन ब्रोंज मेडलिस्ट. 1999 में उन्होंने मेडल विन किया था इंडिया में. उसके बाद उन्होंने वेट लिफ्टिंग स्टार्ट कर दी, लेकिन उनका शोल्डर इंजर्ड हो गया. उनके कुछ ख्वाहिश थी कि मैं पाकिस्तान के लिए कुछ करूं, नाम रोशन करूं, लेकिन उनका शोल्डर इंजर्ड हो गया, इसलिए वो ज़्यादा नहीं कर सके. फिर उन्होंने मुझे वेट लिफ्टिंग मुझे शुरू करवा दी और उनकी ख्वाहिश थी कि जो मैं नहीं कर सका वो मेरा बेटा पाकिस्तान के लिए करे. और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मुझे फ़ख्र है कि मैंने उनका आज ख्वाब पूरा किया.
वाकई आप जो है उनका ख्वाब पूरा कर रहे हैं, बल्कि आप पाकिस्तान का नाम भी जो है बहुत रोशन कर रहे हैं. आपको मैं यही कहूँगी कि ऑल द बेस्ट. आगे जितने भी आपके असाइनमेंट्स आ रहे हैं, ओलंपिक्स का भी आप बता रहे थे, ओलंपिक्स का भी चांस है?
जी इंशाल्लाह. नेक्स्ट मंथ मेरी एशियन चैम्पियनशिप है उसमें इंशाल्लाह उम्मीद है मैं अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस दूंगा। जुलाई के अंदर ओलंपिक्स हैं तो इंशाल्लाह मैं फिर जाऊँगा।
चलें, गुड लक फॉर दैट एंड ऑल द बेस्ट तलहा।
थैंक यू।
Talha Talib, weightlifting champion, 4-time champion. It's wonderful to see our unsung heroes being celebrated at the PSL. Well, somebody else is enjoying as well, the writer mascot, Alan.
Oh, he's trying to tie him up here. Mohamed Amir is doing his best not to let Rutherford use those dangerous hands of his. He's bowling into the body of the Guyanese-born cricketer. Shafane Rutherford is as destructive as anyone we have seen. He hits sixes with such ease, but you can see here the angle, and he's bowled off the side of the hand as well. Just run his fingers down the side of the ball. Oh, he's got a little nudge for 4. You don't have to hit the ball 90 metres, you can nudge it for 4 as well. 13 gone, it's 98 for 4.
Yeah, just afforded the opportunity. Mohamed Amir actually was not very happy with himself. Knew the line was wrong, yeah, kick of the turf. Completely understood.
It's a very warm day in Karachi today, 31, 32 degrees. And 13 overs have been bowled. 14th over, and it's Afghanistan's Mohammad Nabi who bowls his first over. Such an easy action. 2 is the call, and it's going to be 1. Play Jubilee My Stars 11 fantasy cricket. Prizes, lots of money and prizes on offer. Go to mystars11.net. Terms and conditions do apply. Who do you want in your side? Ravi Bopara might be a good pick today. He's set for a score. Shafane Rutherford is on strike. A moment of hesitation, just a moment. And that brings up the 100. What's a good score from here? Tagar? 220, yes.
Well, given where they are now, keeping them in the game would be 160. I mean, just looking at these two at the moment, I mean, they're forced to play not their fullest game, not the most expansive game at this stage, but they're trying to set it up the last 4 or 5 overs.
Well, the HBL score prediction, Zalmi to score 154 from here. Mohammad Nabi can do this, and I think the off spin to the left-handed Rutherford, just the sheer angle of it from him coming round the wicket as well, just can put the brakes on.
Yeah, he's going to try things like that to give himself room to free up those arms. At this stage, yes, it's proper cricket shots with a bit of improvisation. In 2 overs' time, or 2 or 3 overs' time, it's all out. It's all over the shot.
Rutherford is looking for the second. He'll have to settle for 1. 14 gone, 102 for 4.
Yeah, typical sort of Mohammad Nabi opening over, just canny, straight, good lengths, offering very little. By and large in the tournament so far this year he's bowled economically. 1 or 2 overs have gone a long way, so that's what I mean. 2 or 3 overs time, if he does get to his 4th, he might not, but say 3rd over, of his, if he bowls that sort of spell here, then someone like Rutherford is going to try and take him on. Papara will try and take him on. They have to. They know they have to get up to something reasonable.
Shafin Rutherford on strike, 22 from 17, and Mohammad Amir's bowled the 1 over. He's rested for this one. It's Abbas Afridi. Gone after him, hasn't really caught hold of this. It's got the inside half of the bat. Two games today. It's very warm out there. Aruj, you were there. I suppose before the match you were talking to Mohammad Amir. I saw you gesturing with him about bowling different lines. What was he saying about his bowling in this tournament?
He's actually quite happy with the way things have gone, and Alan, you and I were discussing earlier why he doesn't come around the wicket later on, and we'll talk about that.
It's gone inside out, man there, but he's some way off. In fact, you can only watch it go for 4.
Yeah, it wasn't cleanly hit. But the important thing, it's quite tough from there, the important thing from there, and so often that sort of shot would go square from there, in which case the catch would have been on, but he did well to get it so far in front of square.
Again, it's not a clean hit, it's one. So, Aruj, back on that. So, Amir's got just 1 over to go.
So I asked him towards finishing the innings off. We've always seen him mostly come over the wicket as opposed to round the wicket. And he said to the right-hander and even to the left-hander, he has 3 deliveries that he favours. He likes bowling the full and straight Yorker. He likes bowling the Yorker outside off stump to both right and left-hander, and then the change-up bouncer as well. And Alan, you and I were discussing why he doesn't come around the wicket to cut that angle off, and he said unless it's reversing, he likes it because he likes shaping the ball away to the right hand and feels very comfortable over the wicket to the left-hander in the end as well. So with the 3 change-up deliveries that he favours towards the death, he still felt that with his angle, unless it's reversing, keeps favouring going over opposed to round.
Yeah, good to hear it. 7 bowlers have been used by Imad Wasim today, including himself. He's only bowled 1. Clipped for 1. So Imad Wasim at the moment is a reluctant bowler as captain. In the last game he didn't bowl at all. And 7 bowlers, including himself, and he's only bowled 1 over himself. It's a little bit odd, considering he's been a frontline bowler in all the PSL tournaments we've seen.
I feel he likes bowling with the new ball, and he's always more effective with the new ball as well. Doesn't obviously get the ball to spin too much. But with the older ball, he's always reluctant. And with this heavy pace attack that Karachi have, it's almost like he's just sort of stepping back a little bit, giving his seamers, especially considering Karachi has favoured seam bowling in the wickets column. But I still feel that if your strength is with the new ball, he still has to bowl at least the 1 over.
Well, 2 hats he's wearing, or 2 caps, and bowler and captain. And he's a decent bat as well. Oh, reload. Well taken, Joe Clark.
Yeah, angle too far away down the leg side. It's a good take behind the stumps, but Abbas Afridi has been impressive, but I think he's just tried too many variations. Stick to something that's going well. Obviously, he's gotten the opportunity at the big stage.
Right, that is the end of 15 overs. Peshawar Zalmi put into bat are 112 for 4 on a very warm day here in Karachi. And that's the signal for the Tapalti strategic timeout.
Okay, 15. Okay. Okay. Set.
End of the Tapalti strategic timeout, and always a time I feel where who gets most out of it? Probably the fielding side. Of course, now those of you looking for tickets, you can purchase your tickets exclusively from bookme.pk or download the Bookme app, the mobile app. 50% capacity allowed in matches here at the stadium. Please carry your ID, your CNIC, to the stadium for verification, and you've got to bring your mask. You will not be allowed to enter the stadium without a face mask. So go to bookme.pk or download the mobile app. Good luck, and let's see you here. Let's hear you making some noise, because I think we're going to see a finish here today. First of a double-header, Rutherford with Nabi. Mohamed Nabi's first over only cost him 4.
It's been a good partnership, this one. 44 from the 34, and Ravi Bopar has played some exceptional cricket. David Gower, I can see your plot just right there to the top right of the screen.
Surely it's that big open space that I can develop bottom left.
Of course, it had to be. Lush cricket ground of the Khan University Hospital that you could see there. Ravi's raised to 40. Now 30 deliveries.
Someone's got to go.
Fear not, I will not be taking people's cricket ground. The sport must be played, must be enjoyed, must be shared by all.
You sound like the Minister of Sport.
Well,
considering the application form. Right, there we are. It's well bowled by Nabi. He knew that Rutherford was making ground. Is that Mohamed Amir? I think has made the save for 4.
Yeah, there goes the early move, and he has to stretch. Clever bowling to push it wide again. That stretch, and just enough bat on it. Just enough bat on it to get it over those 2 men behind square on the off.
Abbas Afridi, the fielder, he's done well. It's a nice game of cat and mouse here with Mohammad Nabi. He knows that Rutherford is itching to get after him. He'd love to put him into the seats, but he's not allowing him to do that.
Really clever piece of bowling here from Nabi, because you can see Rutherford, he's trying to give himself room. He keeps using his crease and stepping back, trying to make something happen. Slightly quiet period of play here.
Does he bowl another over after this? Oh, it's a wide, because right now this is working. The equation is working for Karachi. Nabi's doing a fantastic job here, but is the captain brave enough to give him another?
Interesting call. 50 partnership, well run 2, but it's 1s and 2s, no boundaries from Mohammad Nabi. 120 from 4.
Peshawar Zalmi, 5th wicket partnership, 51 not out of 40 balls. Their record in the last 5 overs, just been told by Great Mazhar, is the best in this year's HBL PSL. Swatted for a run, and he'll come back for 2.
Yeah, it's the business end for both the sides. Peshawar Zalmi, if they could prevail, they'll get to a decent total, fighting total. And if Karachi Kings are able to keep the batsmen quiet, they'll be on top. Important passage of the play.
Such a good delivery. It's the control in tough situations that can go haywire, and that is especially for you, Danny Morrison. Aerial for cleanliness. One wash would do you a lot of good.
Yes, keep those balls clean and those bald heads. You rat bags. Well, I really hope that Rutherford can get going and just continue, because he's a guy that can change the state of an innings with this extraordinary stroke play he has. He's 32 from 26, but par is going well too. But let's just see if they can bat the entire death overs here.
A couple of good overs are required desperately by Peshawar Zalmi. Couple of overs with 20 runs would suffice. Can bring some respectability to the total.
You see, 11s gets them to 160, and I think they need that minimum. It gives you something on the board. Still don't think it's enough, but you can get 160. It's a long way offshore, but it's not impossible with these two.
Big shot, big six. Jumbo hit.
Seen it so often in the Caribbean with Shafane Rutherford, particularly at Providence, where he's from there in Guyana. He's slightly off with a change of pace. Yeah, he'll bosh you all day. Beautiful.
He was better off bowling outside the off stump and fuller. It worked well. With a young fast bowler or changing the line and the length, worked well for the batsman on that occasion. Yeah, if you must change your line and length, you got to be precise with the right thinking.
Wide and gone, possibly on the full, over point. Mega stuff from Rutherford. 136 for 4.
Classic Rutherford. He's so good there. In terms of you slightly miss your lines and your lengths, it is just sent whistling out of the ballpark. One that really did deserve it too short, and then the other one there tried the Yorker. Mohammad Ilyas disappeared. Top of the table in terms of death overs and striking. The Zalmi.
Highest run rate, 16 to 20 overs. Zalmi at the top of the leaderboard, 12.89. Thanks to the likes of Shafane Rutherford. 44 of 28 with a strike rate of 157. That's wide down the leg side. The idea was right, the execution not so.
Well, the execution on that occasion in the previous over from Rutherford was excellent. That was an incredible stroke. A low full toss outside the off stump, and to get that elevation and hit the ball over the boundary line, he's a serious talent.
Don't we love a lefty? Amir Sahal. Yeah, so Caribbean and so typical of Shafane Rutherford. It's hot, but that's not bad. Tapal, get it down you.
Oh, got away with it. Slow bouncer, and direct hit earns them an extra run. Abbas Afridi there, shying at the stumps.
Third umpire to director. Review for run out. Your best side on angle, please.
If there is happening, we'll tell you. If there is happening,
Bad.
please go.
My decision is not out. Repeat, not out on big screen. Thank you.
Yeah, a big not out. He was in by a mile, right. He'll try different variations here, Mohammad Amir. Another one sent down the leg side. So what he's trying to do here is to keep him quiet on that middle and leg stump line. A small boundary on the offside doesn't have a lot of protection over cover.
And also, third man is in the circle. He can't bowl as a left arm spinner with that angle, taking the ball away from the off stump.
Into the gap for at least 2.
Yeah, it's what he's looking for, gentlemen. He's field set like that on the big side of the park here at the National, and he's slightly off, just a little bit. Just showed down the leg side wides, but it's so small. I think it's about 59 metres to the big scoreboard there for Bopara, which is such a good zone for him, a hot zone where he loves to go over long off, extra cover. So good there.
One for the over. Just about marginal stuff here.
Interesting the height here. That's why Ravi B looked a little grumpy. Here we go. Yeah, I saw you, Rav.
Should have gone for the pull shot. Another slow ball. A lot of variations from Mohammad Amir. 14 wides from Amir in this year's HBL PSL, the most by a bowler. Just a strike away from a 50 here, and what a 50 it would be. Read the situation well. He had to build the resources and the innings, and then went about it at a cracking pace.
Well, he's given himself a chance, isn't he? He's in, he's set now, but he had to, as you say, Rambo, be cautious, be patient.
Wide ball. It's been given as a wide. Right. Well, the decision has been just a little bit up and down. A bouncer not given a wide, appeared to be a wide, and this one was marginal as well. I think he got a rough deal from the umpire on this occasion.
This, has the batter's not moved? No, it's not a wide. Yeah, it's a bit harsh. I'm with you, Amir.
Cricket is a great leveler, isn't it? A batsman was annoyed with that short pitch delivery, and now the bowler.
Great thing about this batting performance from Rutherford is his ability to lock himself into a regular batsman from just a slogger. And that's where he's been so impressive. He's not cleared the front leg and looked for just big heaves like Heather Ali usually does in his innings. He could be a great template for Heather Ali, in fact. Spirit of Cricket Award, Peshawar Zalmi at the top of the board with 32. Straight down the ground. What a strike. What a 50. Lovely batting.
Employing his experience on that occasion, it's 149 for 4.
A delightful stroke to go to 50. Very measured. And he's such a good pro. Ideal to have come in when he did for Zalmi, and then to have Rutherford as well. So that's gone rather nicely for Peshawar.
Oh, lovely ball. Yorker length. He's got a bit of speed as well.
He's in his last over here, Muhammad Ilyas. But yeah, Ravi Bopara has come in a key component today. He's in the side. This is how he got to 50. Lovely simplistic ways to punch down the ground, and this left-hand right-hand combination for Zalmi doing wonders.
Oh, that's over the waistline, I think. Babar Azam doesn't get near the ball. Jose Braza hasn't called it. 150 comes up. 150 for the loss of 4. I thought it was over the waistline.
Let's have a look. That's tight. Bowler gets the benefit. Batter doesn't like it.
That's -1 in the spirit of cricket points. That's over cover, long off, comes into play. No, he doesn't. Daniel Christian was the fielder there, advancing towards the ball, but in the end, not a catch.
The penultimate over. Ilyas got into the over quite nicely. Started off with a dot delivery. So far, he has only conceded 2 runs. It's highly imperative for him and his side that he comes out of this over well. 150 on the board. These 2 batsmen looking good.
Oh, that's gone. Caught behind, slow ball, doing the trick. Finger is raised and he's gone, but impressive innings from the 22-year-old.
Certainly has been from Shafane Rutherford. But, kudos to the bowler. Tennis ball, slower bouncer. So much time, and then lollipops off the glove. Comfortable catch through to Clark. He deserved 50, but not to be here in match 13. And Rutherford goes for 46 from 32, and Peshawar 151 for 5 here.
Ahmad Butt is in. Balls a wider Yorker length. Seems to have a plan, and the plan is variation, plenty of them, including a slow bouncer.
Yeah, in the previous over, he went for plenty. And this over, he's bowling with the right attitude, right mindset, and the right strategy, working well. Not only he's been able to pick up wickets, he's managed to keep the batsman quiet. Only 2 singles.
Oh, that's such a good shot. Used the pace on that one, slicing it into the fence. Good batting by Ravi Bopara. 156 for 5. Lovely timing. Great placement as well.
And 56 for 5. And Ahmad Butt is up against Dan Christian.
Straight hit. That is such a great shot. Yorker from around the stumps, targeting middle and leg stump, and what he does, he goes straight over the bowler's head for 4.
Yeah, he's standing deep in the crease, and it allowed him to get underneath the ball and hit the ball in the air. And that was a bright, colourful drive in a pressured situation from Ahmad Butt.
He's got to be very careful. I think looking at the field, it's going to be a lot of slow deliveries. Fine leg, third man, both up in the circle. So it's got to be absolutely accurate. covering the set of stumps so that he can hit them into the gap on the leg side. Enough to beat the two fieldsmen. Great hitting.
Yeah, really good hitting, smart too, because he's, as you've mentioned, Rambo, he's taken guard across on about off stump because of Christian coming right arm around. Let's have a look at this. Look at him where he's standing, and then he's again bowled a bit of a length delivery. Well done.
Yeah, by standing like that, it gives Ahmad Butt lots of options. Once again, Oppo smart hit from Ahmad Butt. And if the ball is bowled outside the off stump, he can hit the ball from mid-on to mid-wicket. And if it's within the stumps, square leg.
Well, it's a challenge for Babar Azam. That's gone through. Another 4. Last time he batted for Zalmi, he got 23 of 11 balls. He's a go-getter.
But you little beauty. But more. Let's have it. Yeah, look at this. 3 4s in the over. And Dan Christian, with all his experience around the globe and played for so many sides as Dan Christian. But Ahmad Butt has got the measure of him here.
Over the stumps now. Something different on offer here. So what does the batsman do? He's still covering the set of stumps. Goes big for 6. That's a magnificent blow.
Why aren't you bowling those slow deliveries? You're so experienced. Daniel Christian, what happened? Pressure getting to him. It's been a good over for Peshawar Zalmi.
Well, we're fired up here because Dan Christian thrown to the Lions here at the Karachi National. Oh, getting carved up big time.
Another big shot, chase for Babar Azam. Picks it up with one hand. What a finish for the Zalmis. I'm sure they take this high through into the bowling performance as well. It's not finished yet. 1 ball to come.
They've lived up to their reputation, once again scoring big in the last 4 overs. Peshawar Zalmi turning it on. Ahmad Butt in the last over.
Seriously good striking. Now this was glorious. Big over square leg. Last ball of the innings. Slow ball. Mishandled, misfielded by the keeper. It goes for 4 boys. It's given as a wide as well. Bowler popping up the question once again to the leg umpire.
Well, it is falling apart here for Dan Christian and the Kings. Not a happy camper in terms of the signal. Clark should have done better with the gloves on. It's a slow tennis ball bouncer as he hits it. Has he got something on it, maybe? Can't believe it.
Once again, you got a feel for Karachi Kings. Things haven't worked for them last 4-5 overs while they were batting or bowling. Once again, leaked runs.
26 runs so far in this over. The most expensive over in HBL PSL is 29. He's not liking it. He's not happy, chappy. Both sides losing points of the spirit of cricket. 26 run over. 182 is now looking extremely pleasant and reasonable. 21 of 6 Ahmad Butt. What a knock he's played. Last ball of the innings. He goes big and it's launched up in the air, and so it's the most expensive over of HBL PSL. He's not happy, but Ahmad Butt and company absolutely love the last 6 balls. They're very much in this contest now.
Last 4 overs, 48 runs for Peshawar Zalmi. 68 to be precise. Beg your pardon. Juicy full toss. And And Ahmad Butt was in a mood not to miss that one. And look at the reaction from their coach, Darren Sami. He's a proud man.
Still reeling from it. Daniel Christian, it was a tough over for him, but Ahmad Butt, take a bow, what a knock. He's given his team an outside chance of toppling Karachi Kings. The innings lacked rhythm, it lacked